Welcome back to the talk show. For those of you that just tuned in, I'm your host, Suri Smith. Do write to us at the talk show at ann7.com and tell us about any cool cars that you've got stored up in the garage, or even any cars that you would like to see more of on the show. Coming up next, we went in search of a supercar that is for everyone, anytime, anywhere, and we found that. Take a look at this next clip. With me is Janus Jansen van Rensburg, and he's the product manager for Nissan Performance Cars. Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you, Suri. Welcome, guys, here at Nissan head office in Roslyn, Pretoria.
We are so grateful to be here. This is such a stunning car. Run us through what we are looking at.
Okay, so today we've got Nissan GTR. It's the model year 17, which is the latest model that you can find for GTR. And we introduced it late last year. And yeah, it's the marquee for Nissan.
I'm in love. I mean, such definite details everywhere. Gorgeous lines running back to front. I see nice air intakes on the bonnet. Nice kit for aerodynamics. I'm taking that's what it is for?
Yes, there's functional, the car's built for function and performance. So every little detail that you see is not to look beautiful, it's actually for a purpose. So the lines on the bonnet, for instance, just a simple example, the accentuated lines actually gives you more rigidity on the bonnet, which gives you more downforce when doing high speeds. The grille in the front is quite big, so you get a lot of cooling into the engine bay area to keep the engine cool and at optimal performance conditions.
And LED lights?
LED lights, in the past we had cornering headlamps, but with the new car, because it can generate such large G-forces, it actually can't keep up with the car. So this is now 160-degree LED light that can cover actually your whole vision or sight.
And I see that this vehicle has really large rims. What size are these?
It's 20-inch alloys, and it was developed at Nissan with, you'll also see the tire supplier, Dunlop. So there's a combination between the rim supplier and the tire supplier to get all the torque that this car can put down on the road and give you that speed that the car can do.
Now, being a chick, let's say I purchased a vehicle like this, would I be able to change the tires by myself, or are these run flats?
They're not run flats. You will get a Nissan technician that will come and change your wheel or to replace the tire.
So that's not something I can do on my own?
No, unfortunately not, because it's a specialized vehicle. If you change a tire, if you get a tire's damaged, you actually can't just replace one tire. You need to look at the whole system, because that's how intricate the system is to give the optimal performance.
And I believe that this is an all-wheel drive.
It's an all-wheel drive, so it's biased to be more rear-wheel drive. Depending on how you drive and what you throw at the car, it will determine where the torque must go.
Ooh, that sounds really nice. Well, let's talk performance. Can we open up, see what it's like?
So in typical Japanese fashion, you will have a normal rod to open the bonnet, and it's purely for weight saving and to keep everything as light as possible and compact as possible. So we've got a 3.8 V6 twin turbo engine, and every engine going into a GTR is hand assembled.
Wow, I can see here, hand build. And then there's a name. Oh, that has got a nice personal touch. The engine looks quite ferocious. Tell us more about the engine.
Okay, so it's a 408 kilowatt V6 engine. It produces 632 Newton meters of torque. So, and it's a high revving engine. So you've got a lot of torque on demand with the dual clutch transmission, which is actually in this car is situated at the back. So you get a 52% weight distribution to the front and 48% at the back.
Balances out evenly.
When you're on track and you're accelerating, it gives you a 50-50 even split.
And do you hear the gears more towards the back?
You do, because it's a dry sump system. So you hear some gear whine and the gear changing. But it's a very robust system, and yeah, of course, sitting at the back, the engine can't hide all these noises.
Well, I'm super intrigued. Let's hop in and go for a test drive.
ultimate powertrain, how the engine delivers power and shifts in transmission. You have a race mode, which is it upshifts and downshifts quicker. And then if you go to save mode, for instance, it's more your economic type of daily drive, where it's not as responsive. On the suspension, there's also again the R mode, which is the typical track setting. So where you want to go on track, have a very stiff suspension with a lot of feedback. And you can go to comfort mode for daily driving, where you don't get all the fine or little inputs from the road.
We're in comfort right now, and I must say this vehicle does absorb everything on the road. It's not very bumpy. The suspension is quite nice. You don't, fall around or have that issue. Absolutely love that. Love the bucket seats. Adds to that sporty feel, and something you do expect when you climb into this vehicle. Like the nice carbon fiber touches everywhere. And also, I see that this vehicle has ISOFIX mountings.
It does. So it's your daily sports car or supercar, and you can fit a baby seat.
So this is like my ultimate car. Like if I have kids one day, I want this car.
This is the car, yes.
So obviously a small startup family, not more than 2 kids, because there's only space for 2 people at the back.
Yes.
And also not a lot of legroom space, because the moment if you've got a little bit longer legs than the norm, and you're going to have to push your seat a little bit more back, there's really not much space left at the back.
Yes, of course. So if you can fit the toddler in there, or a baby seat, then it's ideal. You can go to the maximum distance. But once you put in a small kid or adult, you are limited in.
Would you put your baby in here?
I've had him in here. He loves the car.
Is it?
He's the biggest GTR ambassador that you will find at 4.5 years old.
That's really awesome. In terms of safety,
yeah, so it boasts all the safety features that you will find in any luxury vehicle. So you've got all the airbags, 6 airbags. You've got the active brake assist, ABS, all those features as well. But again, being a supercar, you don't want everything to interfere in your driving experience. Because if you want to go on track, you don't want these things to interfere when you're committing to a corner or shifting the gearbox.
That's very true. Now, I know some of the Nissan GTRs abroad, overseas, sometimes when you hit the track, it will actually identify the area and it will automatically go into race mode. What does this vehicle offer that as well?
So any GTR offers that, but it must be an international recognized track. So in South Africa we don't have those tracks, but you can override them manually by switching them into R mode, and then you've got all the same features that a guy would have going at Nürburgring, for instance.
Yeah, and you mentioned to me launch mode. Woo, the torque on this car is amazing.
Yes, so launch control is what made this car famous, and it's where you get your claimed 0 to 100 of about 3 seconds. So the system, there's a certain sequence you must go through. You must put the traction into R mode, the transmission into R mode, and then you do a left foot brake, and you go full throttle, and when you release the brake, you get that 3 seconds.
Let's hope you know how to left foot brake, and do not practice that at home, guys.
Yes, there's conditions on it, so it does put a lot of strain on the system, because when you engage the launch control, it actually is engaging the clutch, and you're holding it back. So it does put a lot of strain on the system, and you can do it 3 times consecutively, and then you need the car to cool down.
Okay.
Yeah.
Absolutely I was made to drive a car like this, I'm telling you. Guys, you cannot know how it feels until you've physically been inside this vehicle. This is on another level. Wow, Jonas, you have made my year. I am in love with this car. I'm sure that the viewers would like to know, when purchasing a vehicle like this, do you get a service plan or a maintenance plan?
Okay, so firstly, I just want to say that this is the most affordable supercar in the country available today. It does come with a service plan. The reason why it's got a service plan, because most of our customers do the track events, and that takes a lot of maintenance out of the car. So that's why we opt for the service plan. And yes, the car is available at only 2 dealers in the country, Gauteng based, so Nissan Melrose, and then BB Hatfield Nissan.
Well, there you have it, guys. Head on over to Nissan BB
Hatfield
and
Nissan Melrose,
and go check out one of these babies. It's now time to take a look at what has been happening in the world of motoring. We are at the Land Rover and Jaguar 2 Icons Tour. What's happening? Well, they have blocked off Sandton rooftop and they've built 3 tracks. Today, celebrities and motoring journalists will have the chance to test some of these iconic vehicles. Come on, guys, let's not waste any time. Follow me. Jaguar Land Rover South Africa has launched the world first 2 Icons Tour experience, which runs from the 9th of September to 5 November 2017 on Sandton City's rooftop. This exhilarating experience gives guests an opportunity to experience Jaguar's Art of Performance Tour and Land Rover's Above and Beyond Tour like never before in one location. The tour gives guests an opportunity to immerse themselves in various experiences across the 2 brands, including self-drive and driven experiences, as well as other brand activities taking place at Sandton City. I met up with Proverb, and he's the MC for today, and he's also a lucky owner that drives a Land Rover. What model are you driving?
I've got the Discovery Sport.
Discovery Sport. And have you gone off-roading in that?
I'm not necessarily like an off-road kind of guy. I'm more like an inner city, slow cruise kind of fella.
Sleek businessman.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
So, and if you could choose any model to have in your garage that is on display today, what would you go for?
Oh, the Villa, of course. Come on, man. That goes without saying. I think we all would. Right? Wouldn't you?
And tell me, did you cry a little when you went drifting or donutting?
No, not at all, but I did sort of hold my breath, and I did realize that I was not breathing, but I don't think that has anything to do with fear. I think when you're relaxed, that's the right thing to do. Yeah.
Set in the now transformed parking area of Sandton City's rooftop, Land Rover takes adventure to another level, providing a variety of obstacles to challenge the capabilities of the latest vehicles and drivers bearing the Land Rover badge. There's no better way to get to know the elegant design and breathtaking performance of Jaguar than getting up close and personal with the vehicles. Skillful instructors are on hand to put the vehicles through their pace and provide a thrill per second Jaguar experience on the speed route and the ice road, showcasing the true art of performance. Unfortunately, we have come to the end of our show, but do tune in again next week when we'll start up our engines once again. Until then, from me, Suri Smith, buckle up and drive safe.